Hello, everyone. This is Special Sports Podcast. You're talking to Patrick McCracken. We're going to talk about college basketball games today. Um, I'm still learning a lot of stuff about basketball. So hard to figure out. All the games are really going. There are a lot of good games, and just trying back and forth, and I don't have all the fun stuff to figure it out. But there's some good games on tonight. Kentucky and Tennessee. I just watched that game. Kentucky goes back and forth. They did really bad against Alabama, and they just won against Tennessee. Um, they I think they can't miss. They just miss the easy shots, and they just need to get better at that. And they need to. Kentucky just had to move the ball, and they did against Tennessee, and Tennessee was just missing their shots too. Means, you know, and I think Kentucky just had their number, and it was at Tennessee too. That was That was the surprising part that they won that good, but yeah, you have that's why the college basketball is it's not easy. Conference SECs have like Alabama, and Tennessee, and my goodness, like really good teams this year. That's why like Kentucky's like this is hard this year, but basketball you go in waves and people get hurt and March Madness is where it goes, but you kind of want to play good right now to get a decent seed. You don't have to play the hardest teams right away. Um, they just need to get better at this. They need to figure out what they need to do and try to figure what their plans are for Kentucky. Tennessee just needs to get those easy shots. They were missing a lot of not easy layups, but like the ones that to be a number five in the country, you have to really play that. You make the easy shots, not just the hard shots. You need to make the easy to make the hard shots really good. There's another good game on tonight. Is Kansas and TCU, Kansas State and TCU. TCU has just lost to Texas. That they should have won that game. TCU is really good. I heard they don't have one of their players, but felt like TCU could easily be it. And Big 12 was really hard this year. But TCU is really fast and all that fun stuff. I really have TCU winning against Kansas State. It's at TCU. Kansas State's okay. They're ranked 11 and the other one's 17. TCU have been playing really good against the ranked teams. And they're all the TCU games were those two games were away games. That's why I think TCU might easy can win this game because it's at home. Should be an easy game. And TCU just needs to play. I think I'm hearing they need to play tougher. I do think they got lazy at the end against Texas. They should have won that game. They just played lazy and weren't getting their shots. They weren't playing the defense as they should be playing. And that was the problem right there, I think. But I think Kentucky, Kansas, and TCU. I'm not going to say the score but I know I want TCU to win. Just trying to figure out how basketball works. Trying to figure the scores. Football is more easier for me, but I'm going to figure stuff out around here. Iowa State and Kansas. I'm hoping Iowa State, but it's at Kansas. But Kansas, I think in one or two games I watched them, they don't play good, and they about lost 2 times. They should have lost at home. They should. I think they played TCU, and TCU should have won. I don't remember that game, but I know they played 2 or 3 games, and they about lost at home, but they got lucky. But I think Iowa State's good. I don't really watch them that much, but I'll have to watch stuff more and more. Basketball season just starting the season. Just getting used to watching them again. I think Iowa State it's going to be a close matchup. That game is going to be good. There's another good game on tonight. Province and Creighton. I'm from Nebraska. That means I'm for Creighton. I think they're winning right now. During this thing, and look at the scores. I look at the scores. But they were winning right now. But Province Creighton just cannot get out of their shadow. They've been doing so good against other teams, and they cannot win. Creighton basketball, I don't know. They just cannot win the good games right now. You know, Creighton just needs to find themselves. They need to figure stuff out. They need to have a leader sometimes. I think they got a lot of people hurt, but those freshmen, the second stringers, they need to figure stuff out. They need to try to see if they can do better. I think the coach is doing good, but Nebraska beat them one after that. They just went downhill. But and then I'm a Nebraska fan. Means Nebraska needs to be better. They just got blown up on Friday. But they about beat Purdue at home, but they didn't play good against them at their home. Nebraska basketball needs to be better. They always play against the teams really close. They just cannot pull it out. I think they were winning against Illinois by a lot, and they let them came back. They've been getting people hurt like crazy. I don't know. You have to figure this out. They need to figure it out, but that's what basketball is. You can't lose many games, but if you do lose games, you need to figure that how you lose that game. That's what basketball is. You have a lot of games. You don't want to lose games, but if you lose games, you need to figure out what's the problem here. You can't just I'll have to figure out another time. We need to figure it out. But basketball is different than if college football. You can't really lose too much on football much. You can lose 1 or 2 or 3, but to be in college playoffs, you can't really do that in college football. But basketball, you don't want to lose much games to be top 4, one of the ones seeds, but you can a little bit because it depends on your conferences. College basketball, SEC, Big 10, Big 12. There's a lot of good conferences that have good basketball this year. There's going to be a lot of good games this year. I'm really happy to watch it. And I'm going to go to my grandparents to go watch March Madness and he need to take that first week off because basketball, college March Madness is my favorite time to watch basketball because there's too many games at one time and it's fun to watch those upsets. But I'll let you go. We're gonna end this one. Have fun and subscribe for us.